Go this button here. Whoops, that's not the button I want. I want this button here. Go back
Why
to this
do I have
page.
so much energy
Go back
this
to
morning?
this page.
Normally,
Go to
like,
the top
well, that's because I
here.
slept
Press
until
this button over
5:30.
here.
60.
And then he starts counting. Listen to the count.
Yeah, listen to that. Hey, he hasn't missed a beat either.
54.
He's
This continues
right on the money, baby.
To the Slade and Mayson show. 50,
When you're
49,
smiling.
48, you're listening to the
47,
countdown to the Slade
46.
and Mayson
Oh, and I had an
show.
observation I'll make about
44,
AI.
43.
Oh, okay. I have something else to share with you. I found another guilty pleasure.
Okay.
You
Oh,
will love
38.
it.
Right
You will
now,
love it.
you're listening to the
36,
countdown
35,
to the Slade and Mayson
34,
show.
there.
33.
Well, I can already feel it, man.
The countdown
Ah,
to the Slade and Mayson show.
I'm starting to.
27.
Oh my
This
God.
is Source, the countdown to the
You
Slade
okay?
and Mason show. 23. 22.
You got gas pains?
With the countdown to the
No,
Slade
no.
and Mason show. 18. 17.
How's it
Stand
going?
by.
16.
As we are now
Really?
delivering the countdown
14.
to
Funny,
the
man.
Slade and
13.
Mason show.
12.
11. Yes.
Oh,
10
God.
is our countdown.
You okay?
I'm growing. Oh God, I'm turning green. My God, I've become the Incredible Bug.
4, 2, 1.
Such a dramatic.
Oh my God, did I actually do that?
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mayson Show.
What a maroon.
Incredible Bug.
Take a cold shower.
Yeah, man. Usually it makes me sleepy.
Quack, quack.
And hungry. Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Okay. All right. So, good morning, Mrs. Slade.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, Mr. Mason.
Good morning. I am suffering from allergies badly. Very, very badly.
You know why I'm not?
Why?
Because I actually stay locked in my home.
Yes.
I mean, I really do, because as soon as I hit the outdoors, here it comes.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and this has been a very bad year.
My throat is absolutely on fire. My sinuses are completely clogged up right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wonder of the world is, how can one little head hold so much mucus? I mean, really. I'm like, there's got to be brains coming out of there after a while.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I do. I sympathize with you, and like I say, I have the luxury of being able to stay in my house. And because I'm such a hermit, and I'm so misanthropic, it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. All right, this is the Slade and Mason Show. It's all about you and us. It's like a radio program where we share with you news stories and things we see throughout the week. It's our taking it, basically seeing things you would hear on the radio, but then they don't comment on it. It's like, what that is so obvious. Why don't you people just say what you're
makes
thinking?
us stand out from any radio program.
Right. That's why we're just going to have fun and don't take it all too seriously. Just enjoy it. All the music you're listening to is brought to you by Dano Music. We have a picture from 2016 up on Instagram, 2022 from Twitter, 2024 from Meta, Facebook, and then a second one from Meta Facebook as well. If you're enjoying what you're listening to, please tell your friends and neighbors and the cop on the street as he pulls you over for driving while being that minority. And as always, of course, I've never had that problem. But as always, we're brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats, and we'll talk about that at the break.
Not here, man.
Has that ever happened to you? Been pulled over for driving while?
Does a bear poop in the woods? Hey, Dan, before
you match the description of the fellow we're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, it actually goes, you in a heap of trouble, boy. Well, listen, Dan, before we get started, it's been so long. It's been, what, 3 weeks?
No, 2 weeks. Well, we did we didn't do last week.
And we didn't do the week before.
And then we did Sunday the 1st.
Okay, so on Wednesday, Tuesday the 3rd,
Okay.
I went under the surgeon's knife. Well, actually, it was the laser.
Yeah.
And I got the surgery on my right eye, and I am now 3 weeks out.
Yay.
There are spots in my eye that are crystal clear, so I can hardly wait for the rest of it to appear.
Yay.
And then, of course, after we get that taken care of, they will go and do the left eye. And I will tell you again, if I ever have to have this surgery again, I will go blind first.
Well,
Because it was a very, very tenuous experience because I have fears.
Yeah, you can't. It's a once a lifetime thing. So, yay.
Yeah, well, like I say, I remember Mad Magazine years ago where they were doing a mockery about laser surgery, and it's like they showed this one guy say, "Yeah, 10 years ago they didn't tell us that my eyeballs would fall out." Oh,
Never happened. Never happened. Hey.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's morning time.
Yes, it is.
That
and
means
I'm feeling, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. It's like maybe I'm about to die. It's like I feel really great today. Great.
JD passed away last night at the age
God.
of 95. He was with his wife of 15 years old, and we're not quite sure. She
There
moved
we
him
go.
apparently she moved him from the bedroom, so we're not
There's
sure.
no Jerry Lee Lewis relations in my family.
Hey,
Yes.
do you have a smo for us this morning? A Sunday morning observation? Something that's
I have
walking your brain
had,
cells?
well, I've had weeks to prepare for this actually. And so,
That means he's
Yes,
got nothing.
oh yes, I'm going to be talking right now about summer and all its glorious sweaty foibles. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to summer, that magical, sweaty, bug-infested stretch on the calendar where logic dies, sunscreen becomes a condiment, and your thighs fuse together like two slices of hot American cheese left on a dashboard.
Ew.
I told you I've had time to work on this.
Ugh.
Summer, the season where everything's supposed to be fun, and yet somehow it feels like you're being punished for existing outside your air conditioner's jurisdiction. And let's start with the weather, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, summer. You radiant, sweltering, fire-breathing dragon of a season.
Ugh.
It is so hot out, even the sun is like, dude, my bad. You walk outside and it feels like opening the oven to check on frozen pizza, except you're the frozen pizza.
Yeah.
And let's talk about humidity, that thick, sticky, soup in the air nonsense that turns your hair into a Brillo pad and your clothes into a second skin. I've had naps that started dry and ended up looking like I got rescued from a sinking canoe. And don't get me started on the bugs. Summer is the high holy season for every flying, crawling, biting pest in the universe. Mosquitoes, they've got one job and they do it too well.
Yep.
You could be in a bubble with doused with citronella, and a mosquito will still find a way in. Like it's auditioning for Mission Impossible. Bees, I respect them, but if one even thinks about buzzing near me while I'm holding a drink, we're about to reenact a full UFC fight on the patio. And then there's, of course, these are the ones, the gnats.
Oh, man.
The little jerks that, exist solely to fly into your eyeball, ear canal, or up your nose at inopportune moments. And now, summer fashion. Oh, yeah. Sounds cute. In theory. Magazines will tell you that to rock that summer bod. What they don't tell you is that you will also rock sweat stains, chafing, and the constant inner monologue of, are my knees supposed to bend like this in these shorts?
The
Bathing suits? Please. There's no such thing as a body positivity when your swimsuit gives you a wedgie so violent that it qualifies as a hate crime. Hey, and let's not forget the beach. Summer's promised land, sun, sand, and sunburns.
Yep.
You bring a towel, a cooler, and a dream, and you leave with third-degree burns, a permanent sand rash on your nether region, and a frisbee into the face. The beach is the place where you go to lay still for 3 hours, burn your skin off, and eat warm egg salad while seagulls judge you and try to steal your flip-flops. Sand, well, sand gets everywhere. You'll find it in places that sand should never be. 6 months from now, you'll still be taking off your boots in winter and hearing...
Yeah, that happened.
Oh, yeah, and the summer road trips. Dan, you love these.
Yep.
Nothing brings people together quite like being trapped in a car with no working AC, 37 pounds of melted trail mix, and a toddler who just discovered the joy of screaming for no reason. Every family trip starts with a playlist and smiles. 6 hours later, Dad's cursing the GPS, Mom's threatening to turn this car around, and everyone's bladder is playing Russian roulette with the next rest stop.
Yep.
And by the way, there's no such thing as a scenic route when you're sweating through your wristband and passing mile markers 184 for the fourth time.
Yeah, bad idea.
See, again, I know you people.
Oh, what do you mean, you people?
Hey, that doesn't happen. I'm telling you, cultural differences. Let's talk about summer foods, shall we? Because apparently, when the mercury hits 95 degrees, our first instinct is to grill meat on a fire while standing next to an open flame. Just in case heat stroke was happening fast enough. Barbecues are just social experiments where people pretend that they like hot dogs that have been dropped, rescued, re-grilled, and served with a side of "Don't tell anyone."
Is this supposed to have grass clippings in it? Yeah.
Also, who decided that potato salad is a good idea when it's been sitting in the sun for 3 hours? That ain't lunch. That's botulism with mayo.
It just gets clearer.
And summer love. Isn't that adorable? People act like summer romance is all fireworks and moonlight swims. More often, it's awkward tan lines, bug bites on your butt, and an emergency visit to CVS for aloe and awkward conversations. Summer flings are just temporary hormonal hallucinations fueled by beer and heat stroke. You think that you found your soulmate, but 3 months later, you realize that you were just into their swimming pool access.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And let's not skip over summer holidays. 4th of July, anyone? The only day of the year where we celebrate freedom by blowing things up in our neighbor's driveway.
There you go.
Nothing says patriotism like Uncle Larry lighting a Roman candle out of a beer can while yelling, "I saw this on YouTube once."
Hey, y'all, watch this.
And every dog is in a 30-mile radius has gone completely feral.
Yep.
Plus, fireworks are banned unless they're not or until they're not. And then suddenly your whole neighborhood looks like the opening scene of a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah. Basically.
I'm having too much fun with this, Dano, because I know it's you people. And summer camps, those magical mosquito-ridden woodsy gulags where parents pay money to get rid of their kids for 2 weeks. It's all archery, poison ivy, ghost stories, and crying in bunk beds. Nothing like letting your child grow emotionally by sharing a bathroom with 27 other kids and contracting athlete's foot and homesickness simultaneously.
Yeah, that's great. It's great.
And for those of us who stay home, guess what? Summer break means that the kids are here all day long. Remember peace and quiet? That was a winter concept.
I'm bored.
On every surface, goldfish crackers in the couch cushions, and a mysterious sticky patch on the wall that no one will claim. And the answer to every request is, "Can I have ice cream?" Followed by, "I'm bored."
I'm bored.
Well,
I'm bored.
I'm bored of you being bored. And finally, we must address the air conditioning paradox. Outside the seventh circle of hell, inside the Arctic tundra, there is no in between. Every building you walk into feels like it was cryogenically frozen in preparation for an alien invasion. Yeah. So you're either drenched in sweat or bundled up like Nanook of the North inside a TGI Friday. In conclusion, summer is supposed to be the season of joy, the season of flip-flops, fireworks, and freedom. But in reality, it's the season of sweat, sand, sunburn, and slowly losing your mind one mosquito bite at a time. But hey, only 90 more days till pumpkin spice shows up and saves us all.
Oh, God.
Stay hydrated, wear sunscreen, and whatever you do, don't sit on a leather car seat in shorts. you have been warned.
Speaking of warning,
Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what's coming next because it is that time in the program. We have got our finger on the pulse of the future, and it ain't looking too pretty. Yes, artificial intelligence, the bane of mankind's existence eventually, and keeping his finger on the pulse of what's going on in artificial intelligence is our AI reporter, Mr. Dan Mason.
thank you, JD, and thank you all the ships at sea. All right, now, so, yeah, we'll talk about AC in a little bit here, but, yeah, I got some AI stories that just aren't good.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're preaching to the choir here. Remember, call me Reverend Slade.
Okay, so CEOs from Amazon, IBM, Salesforce, JP Morgan Chase, they're all coming down with the same story for their employees. There will be an employment disruption very, very soon. That's what they're all coming. They're not even hiding it. They're coming right out, letting people go, your job is toast. So, if you have a job, and if there's any inkling that AI can do it equally, or even just maybe like 90% of the way, yeah. No more insurance, no more coverages, no more vacations for you. It's all over. All right. Now, also, I remember the last time we spoke, we talked about an AI model that was tricking one of its programmers and said, had the fake emails going back and forth about a girlfriend or something like that, and then talked about his wife, and then talked about shutting down the system and basically saying, hey, it'd be really sad if, those emails about your girlfriend made it to your wife. Remember that? Okay. Well, apparently, Anthropic has taken it one step further. Not only will the AI model lie, cheat, and steal, but it has now threatened death. It has threatened to kill the programmer. So, yeah, it's going really well so far. Now, you remember like about 8 years ago, we took a group picture of the black hole in the center of our galaxy. Do you remember this at all?
Yes.
And it looked like an orange donut, and it was very fuzzy and very ugly looking.
Yeah.
Well,
you got a better picture now, right?
Well, sure enough, yeah. So AI took into consideration all the moisture coming through the atmosphere and cleaned up each one of those images from the thousands of images that came in, and took a very clear picture of the black hole at the center. And it's a little disconcerting because apparently it's focused almost dead on top of our Earth, and that it is pulling and moving a little bit faster than anticipated, and it's locked to the Earth.
Are you suggesting that we may be absorbed by a black hole?
Yeah. Anyway, next story. We went from bad to oh crap. So
it's better, yes.
All right. So Apple is in deep doo-doo. Apple, as you may or may not know, has this thing called Siri. Yes. Well, can I help you? Siri has been the bane of people's existence because it's pretty stupid. Apple swore up and down that they're going to come up with a brand new AI system, and then they didn't. So now a bunch of people have filed a lawsuit against Apple because it was almost like a pump and dump with their stock, and a $900 billion stock loss based upon that. So, yeah, not a good thing. Now, observation. This is just me, right off the cuff. I think we won't have to 100% worry about AI as far as like what you and I do, voice,
right,
and video, because I've come to the conclusion that AI has a lot of sameness to it. And what that means is if you look at an AI picture, you go, okay, that was done by AI. And when you listen to like a radio program or a commercial, you go, that was done by AI. Because It's so perfect. It's scripted the same way, and it's the same. So it's kind of like listening to a commercial.
See again, so you don't hear
Yeah, there's no hesitation. There's no fluctuation of the voice. It's just perfect all the time. Even if they add things that sound not perfect, it's intentional.
Sounds like it's sounding not
yes.
perfect.
Now, and here's the deal. So you know how like you're listening to an ad from a radio station, and they play the same ad for 1 year, 2 years,
Oh my God, yes.
5 years,
Yes.
6 years.
I know a car dealer who's
Yes.
having that. Yeah.
So when that ad comes on, you feel like it's your fingernails on chalk. You can't hear that anymore. It's just grating on you. That's exactly the way AI is going to sound and look if it goes in the same direction. So in that respect, hey, it's all sunshine and roses, little boys and girls. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Be afraid.
Be very afraid.
Okay, so AC, we're going to talk a little bit about that now. Yes.
Before you start, I have one little window air unit, and it's in my bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So with this heat wave coming on, it's like once I get up and I get myself together, I close my bedroom door.
Yeah,
And
that
when
works.
I go in there, it's 20 degrees cooler than anywhere in the house.
Yep. So I have a downstairs unit that is it's for the entire
You haven't
downstairs.
fixed it, have you?
Well, it's I set it to 72, and it was 85 degrees in the house. And I said, okay, that's bad. So I went over to the vents, nothing, no air. Usually that means the capacitor is gone because there's air coming through, but there's nothing.
Please pay close attention to this.
So I quickly got on the wonderful world of Google and did a little more research.
Start.
And I'm out there and I take the panel off. And of course, my son comes out here and says, "What's up?" "Oh, just in case you kill yourself." "Oh, great. Thanks. Appreciate that." Got someone standing over me with a 911 ready to hit the send button. So
He dials it up again, or is he turns his phone back on? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I go and I get the panel off and I pull off the unit and pull the contact. Now look at the capacitor and I'm like, looks pretty good, but it is warm. I mean, it's hot outside, but like you can touch it and it's like, whoa, it's like 150 degrees. It's a little warmer than the outside world. So,
Hey, Brian.
So I go ahead and I replace the capacitor and I'm looking down. I'm going, why is there white over here? I go, oh my gosh, covered in ice, the copper pipe. So I stop what I'm doing, put the whole unit back together with the new capacitor, and quickly hop on the internet and find out again what's going on here. And sometimes when the fan is running slow and there's blockage for the vents,
Then it will cause the unit
ice
to freeze
buildup.
up.
Yep. So best thing to do is just let it defrost. Don't turn the system on. So I turned the system off, let it defrost, woke up the next day, turned it on. Life is good. Oh. So we have AC again. Yay!
I don't know whether that's because of the new capacitor or that you finally just let the ice melt off.
Well,
the
the
pipe.
only thing I did different was I changed the capacitor. And then I made sure all the vents were open, and now that I got 60-degree temperature coming out through all the vents. So,
See, and it's like as I'm getting older, I'm also finding that I am much more tolerant of warmer temperatures.
yeah, I mean, I'll be sitting up in the office here, and kids walking and go, "Dad, what is going on?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's a little warm up here. I guess I could turn the AC down a little bit." Yeah, so.
Well, like I said, I have an oscillating fan in my living room where I sit and watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And like I say, my bedroom is going to be 20 degrees cooler than the rest of the house. When I get ready to go to bed, I'm going to sleep like a log.
Yeah, my kids want igloos. So not happening.
But here's what they still haven't quite figured out, that having an igloo is very expensive.
Yes, it is. Yes. As a matter of fact, I got notification from my my electric company going, "Hey, you're about 22.
Yourself?
You're about 22% higher than your average neighbor. Just thought I'd let you know that." Yeah. I'm like,
well,
why are you snooping?
I have 5 people in my house and you only have 1.
Yeah. That's the other thing. So also, I went to New Jersey, visited my sister.
Sorry.
That was great. Yeah. So, Ted, I played the Not a Toyota game. Unbelievable. So I brought my diggity dog with me, and I bought a carrier so I could put the dog into the carrier so that when I get to my sister's, where it's all linoleum floor, and she's not going to walk on linoleum, so it's very scary. So she jumped out of the carrier and would not stay in it. So now I have a carrier for my sister. She could use it for laundry. That's great. But I played the game with the dog, Not a Toyota. Every time we saw a car on the side of the road, I go, up, broken down, not a Toyota. Up, not a Toyota. Now, I did see a Toyota.
And you lied.
No. He was there with his buddy's Subaru. The Toyota was fine. The Subaru was broken down. So, anyway.
Hey, Dan, it's like I learned something here in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
When I was a
child,
believe it or not, I went to, of course, a parochial high school. It was Kobe High School, run by Franciscan friars.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have, normal things. So like normal clubs. So, I was a member of the chess club.
Mm-hmm.
And for an extracurricular activity, I joined the pipe and drum corps.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought I was going to get to play one of those little cute pipes. Nope. I got this big-ass kettle drum in front of me.
Oh.
All right, now, but the thing of it is, I bring this up because I enjoyed those. I really enjoyed doing those.
Okay.
You're sweating like a hog, man. It's like, again, as a person with much pigmentation, boy, it gets really hot out there.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you people are just sitting there looking all flush-faced. It's like I got a dripping faucet coming out of my forehead.
Yeah.
But the reason I brought this up is because over the last 2 weeks, I hate parades.
Parades?
Yep.
Why?
I hate parades. I try to stay away from controversy, but I'm sorry.
Oh, those parades. Yeah.
$45 million
mm-hmm.
for a jackboot appearance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
$45 million when we're talking about cutting Social Security. We can't help veterans. $45 million. And $16 million of that was left in the budget so that they could repair the streets they tore up with those tanks. But here's the funny part, and I'm going to let it go. The best part for me of watching that parade, did you see that one tank? There was one tank, and all it did was
scream. I know. Could we not get this guy a can of WD-40?
I mean, it's like, and looking behind the tank, and you see all these empty stands. That just set it off.
Or the guy holding the drone.
Oh,
just walking with the drone. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. That is the dopiest thing. One drone.
Robot dogs are cute.
Robot dogs, yes. That was great. Oh my gosh, but that's okay.
Later in the program, I'm going to come back with all this good stuff that the fast food restaurants are bringing us. But I need to bring something to your attention.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of recalls and food disasters.
Oh yeah.
Like cholera outbreak that shut the fast food stalls in India. Stale and unhygienic food seized in Bamama, India.
We'll get there.
U.S. fast food style recall. Ready to eat chicken Alfredo.
All right. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But right now,
we'll return to the Slade and Mayson Show.
I love it when we are on sync, man, and we are really syncing up today. Good, buddy.
And then I'll let you know about the Reuben I had in New Jersey.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, I love Rubens, man. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I do too, but...
Today in history, June 22nd, 217 BC. During the Battle of Rafah, the Parliament of Plutarch of Egypt defends Antiochus III, the Great, of the Seleucid Kingdom. I'm guessing there's a better pronunciation of those words. 1906, the flag of Sweden is adopted, and everybody went, "Aw, isn't it cute?" 1969, the Cuyahoga River catches fire, triggering a crackdown on pollution in the river. That's probably a pretty good thing. Yep, thinking anytime you're going to put up a no smoking area in a river, then you got a problem. And finally, 2009, Eastman Kodak announces it will discontinue sales of the Kodachrome color film. This concludes its 74-year run as a photographic icon. When notified of the news, all the color drained out of Paul Simon's face. I'm Dan Mayson, and that's June 22nd.
Hey there, I'm Carmine DeGuzio, the talking arthropod. And if you're looking to save money, I can spin you a deal on your next car here at Carmine's Used Cars. We can net you huge savings. Look at this lovely used Toyota Spider. It has only 40,000 original miles on it. Quite the succulent ride for only $5,600. What about this 2008 Beetle with 98,000 original miles? What would you pay for this little guy? Hey, I'm Carmine the Arthropod. I'm gonna save you big bucks, only $12,000. Swarm on over and take it away. We have dozens of great used cars you can throw your web over. Do you think it's silly buying a car from a talking spider? Nah, don't let it bug you. You're already buying insurance from a bony lizard. Why should I be any different? So head on over to Carmine's Used Cars. We promise not to chew off your head and eat you alive after the deal is done.
Hey, Johnny, come here.
What you want now, girl?
I got something to tell you, man.
You always got something to tell me. What is it now?
Well, look here. I want to
Wait just a minute. Stop right there.
Well, why are you pushing me away?
She's on your breath, baby. 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 She's on all the time. She's on your breath, baby. 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 She's on all the time. Well, blow. Crazy. Whenever we go to a party, everything is really all right. But when she starts talking, everybody says good night. She's on your breath, baby. On your breath, baby. She's on your breath, baby. On your breath, baby. She's on your breath, baby. She's on you all the time.
Hey, John.
What's the matter, boy? What is it?
Look, I got something to tell you.
Girl, I don't know what's the matter with you.
What's wrong with you? Why can't I talk in your face like I used to?
Will you get out of my face?
Well, what did I say? What did I do this time to make you mad and all that time?
Well, I'm going to tell you because I know.
I just can't understand you at all.
Girl, you better go on and see.
Tell me about
See about halitosis.
See about halitosis. What are you talking about? Everybody eats onion.
For reasons I can't even explain, we return you now to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right. Well, that was, of course, that was Onion Breath Baby by Elroy Peace and his orchestra in commemoration of today, National Onion Ring Day. How delish. Where'd JD go? Uh-oh. Are you there, Mr. Slade? I think we are solo. Let's see. Well, it still says he's connected, so we'll give it that. In any event, that was
when your goldfish dies.
What?
I said it sure gets quiet when your goldfish dies.
What happened? Where'd you go?
As soon
Come on.
Okay. So you got ready to hit the bumper and we're getting ready to go to the break.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, yeah, I got enough time. I'm going to go refresh my coffee, get me another cup of coffee.
No.
No. No.
You were wrong. It was a short break.
And here's what the funny part about this is, Dan. Because I as I turned around and was heading out the door, I was thinking, boy, we are really clicking today, man. You know, people would be surprised to know that we don't talk to each other during the week.
It just happens. It just happens.
It just happens.
All right.
Okay.
Now
I have a new fresh cup of coffee, so I'm
right.
ready to finish the show now.
Well, let me read this. This portion of the Slade and the Mayson Show, is it the Mason? No, it's just Slade and Mayson. Slade and Mayson. The Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats.
I'm the Slade.
And I'm the Mason. So I get the work done, and he...
and I just get to ride his coattail.
There you go. Oh, my gosh. This portion, again, is brought to you by I See Something, I See Treats. And it is my buddy Sheila and her husband Al have a big red truck.
Baby,
and they
it's
have...
summer. I haven't seen you in forever. Bet you're looking good in this nice sunny weather.
Oh, you are going down that path again. We were
Some things never change. She's a beautiful woman.
Yep.
Al, you need to watch out.
They just celebrated their anniversary, so back off, man. Back off.
Oops.
Back off.
I'm only kidding now. Oh, buddy.
Anyway, listen, if you're looking for a special treat and you see the big red truck, don't walk, run over, go get an icy treat. What is it all about? Well, it is a little bit of the island here in the States. They have they've been to the island, Hawaii, several times, and every time they go, there are these wonderful places you can go where there will be people doing icy treats, and it's shaved ice, and they put it into like some type of container, and they'll put special flavorings on top of it, and then you eat it. And you're like, wow, this is a really tasty treat. Then you come back to the United States, and all they have are ices, which are basically crunched up rock and flavor on top, and then you got a pool of flavoring at the bottom. Very unappealing. So they said there has got to be a way to do this. So they did their research, and they did. They found these ice shredding machines. They're slow rotating blades. They're made in Italy. They're stupid expensive, and they put the block of ice up on top, and the blade slowly rotates and creates a snowfall. And then what they do is they very carefully pack it down into a nice little dome shape, and then they put the flavoring on top, and they hand you a spoon and a straw, and it is just pure heaven. I mean, I can't express to you just how wonderful it is, because it's not ice cream. It's not the crunchy hard stuff. It's somewhere in between, and you scoop it up and you hit your tongue, and it just melts away, and just flavor lays behind it. So if you have a birthday party, if there's a corporate event or something like that, give them a call, 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-2888.
Remind them, Dan. Remind them that they, again, slots are filling up quick, so you don't want to wait till the last minute.
Yeah, this summer is filling up. You want to get a hold of them, get something scheduled on the books, 804-617-8827. Now, they're also available on the internet. They're at www.iceysommethin.
Leave off the G for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. And also available on Instagram and Facebook. La-di-da-da-da-da-da. And so, again, if you're looking for a tasty treat and you want to try different flavors. They've got pina colada, they got Jamaica McCrazy, they got wild cherry, they have grape. Who wants grape? But they have grape.
Great.
Grape.
Shut up.
Grape. Orange. They have all the different flavors. Oh yeah, that's the orange sickle. Oh man, that is. Oh man, they should be arrested for having that. Anyway, give them a call 804-617-8827, or again visit their website. So if you have a corporate event fundraiser, please call them 804-617-8827, 804-617-8827. The number once again is 804-617-8827.
You'll be glad you did.
You'll be glad you did. Now, before we went in, I mentioned that I went to New Jersey, and I went and I got, well, first off, we were visiting family, and they said, look, you have to go to this place. I said, okay, we're going to go to this place, and you have to order their sandwiches. Their sandwiches are to die for. And I said, all right, great. So I got in there, and up on the wall, they had an eggplant Parmesan sandwich. And I said, baby, hook me up. 5 minutes later, it comes back, goes, yeah, we're out of the eggplant. I said, all right, well, I'm in New Jersey. Let's do a Reuben.
With a Reuben.
Let's do a Reuben. You can't do wrong with a Reuben in New Jersey.
He obviously has found the one place that could screw a Reuben.
Oh, my God. First off, how long does it take to make a Reuben?
Depends on whether they're good or not, because it's like it can take them 8 to 10 minutes to put together a good one right.
Yeah. So when you're 15, 20 minutes out.
Oh no! Now it's like I'm hangry now.
Yeah, and then here it is, and you look at it and you go, okay, visually on the outside it looks pretty good, and you look at the meat, you go, 2 slices, sauerkraut, 2 slices, cheese.
My God! No.
And I said, this better be the best dagnam Reuben on the planet, because so far it doesn't look like a fair deal. So I took a bite. Flavor wise, spot on, but the meat slid out. Why did the meat slide out? Because it was too thick.
Yep.
It has to be abso-flippin'-lutely paper thin. It can't be 1/8 of an inch thick. It has to be paper stupid thin.
And when you pack that 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 thickness, it's like, boy, that's really good, because then they put lots of it on there and pile it on there. It's like again, then they put the sauerkraut on. I mean, it's a sandwich that you really got to open your mouth to eat.
Nope. This was such a disappointment. And for the first time, I got I get a link from Google. Every time you go someplace, Google sends you a link. Hey, what'd you think? Hey, what'd you think? Hey, what'd you think? Hey, what'd you think? So I said, all right. I said, maybe this was an off day. I will say the flavor was delicious. However, I was underwhelmed as far as the quality of what I received. I said just that. I said, for the price I was paying, it should have been, first off, paper thin, so that when I took a bite, I could take a bite and enjoy it, as opposed to taking a bite and have the whole thing slide out. So to their credit, they wrote back, hey, Dan, sorry it happened. We appreciate the feedback. We'll try to address this next time you come in. Next time you come in, if you're ordering a Reuben, you can give them instructions to make it thinner. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now, I'm not getting into a pissing contest with this guy. But if you have to tell somebody that you need to make the slices paper thin for a Reuben,
then they don't know what they're doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. So,
there was one place in this town that made a great Reuben.
And now they're out of business.
Yes, they're out of business.
That's how that works.
I'm sorry. It's like I'm a Northeasterner.
The best Reuben I have had outside of New Jersey was in San Francisco, California.
And the best Reuben I had was off of 42nd Street in New York. I mean, good God, there's something about eating that stuff off the street that just makes it taste delicious.
Yeah, I mean,
I was just, that's sad.
Yeah.
Because again, somebody just wasted a good sandwich.
Yep. So for those of you who don't know, the proper way to do a Reuben is you'll start with rye bread. It can be marbled rye bread. It could be seeded, unseeded, doesn't matter. But it's got to be rye bread.
When I ordered a Reuben, they put it on wheat bread.
Ooh.
I mean, God.
Well, I think I told you the story here in Fredericksburg. It was local Shoney's at the time. They're gone. I ordered a Reuben, and it showed up on a hot dog roll. So anyway, a Reuben is rye bread. It's sauerkraut. It is corned beef, paper thin, uber amounts of it. $1,000 dressing
at the top of the bread,
and then you put Swiss cheese on top. And typically, what you do is build that, put that under what's called a salamander. It'll start melting everything into place. Then you put the other piece on top. You butter the bejesus out of it, grill the outside of it, cut it, and hand it to the person. That's a proper Reuben. It doesn't take 15 to 20 minutes. It's not a quick sandwich because you have to heat the cheese up and melt
layer it out and prepare it. It's like, dude,
no. I was very, very sadly.
Oh, but remember, next time you go there, you can tell them how you want it made.
The next time I go.
I have a feeling that Mr. Mayson will not be seeing that restaurant again.
No.
But speaking of eating, oh my God, it's been a while. It's amazing what our fast food restaurants have come up with now. Okay, let me see here. Let's see, the fast food industry has once again gathered its unholy council of frozen meat wizards and syrup engineers to concoct a new batch of summer stomach bombs. Let's start with Burger King. It's a s'mores Whopper. Oh my God. All right, here, listen. S'mores Whopper became nothing says plain grilled beef like marshmallows and Hershey syrup. That's right. They slapped chocolate and marshmallows fluff on a burger and called it innovation. The only thing blaming it is your gastronomical tract 20 minutes later. Taco Bell, how about their firecracker nacho funnel cake? This is a real, man. Deep fried funnel cake with nacho cheese and flaming hot Cheetos dust. Somewhere in this mess is a single cherry on top because dessert comes with a free pair of safety goggles and a roll of Tums. Arby's triple meat smoothie. I'll tell you what, Arby's is trying hard, man. They are trying so hard. We have the meat. Arby's decided that chewing was overrated, so that they just blended up brisket, ham, turkey, cheddar sauce, and a splash of horseradish into a protein shake from hell. It comes in chocolate, vanilla, or oh God, why?
What the hell's going on with this place?
See what happens when you go away for a couple of weeks? Dairy Queen, how about their pickle blizzard? Somebody dared them, and they did it. Vanilla soft serve with chopped dill pickles and a ranch swirl. It tastes like confusion, betrayal, and the ghost of a cucumber's broken dreams.
God.
Oh, don't leave out the king, McDonald's. How about sun-dried ketchup latte?
What is going on?
Coffee? No. Tomato smoothie? Also no. But here we are. McD's summer drink special is an espresso shot with sun-dried ketchup foam and dehydrated fry on top. Why? Well, because the barista was out sick and the janitor took over the espresso machine.
Oh my God.
KFC. How about deep fried ice?
What?
They somehow figured out how to bread and deep fry ice cubes of water. They serve it hot and crunchy with a side of frozen gravy popsicles. It's the summer snack that you can burn and freeze your mouth with in one horrifying bite.
God.
Remember, you have a Sonic over there, don't you?
Yeah, on 17.
Okay, there's a gas station sushi shake. Inspired by only the worst decisions of your youth, Sonic's limited edition sushi includes imitation crab, sticky rice, and a splash of Mountain Dew. Baja Blast, topped with wasabi whipped cream. Do not operate heavy machinery after consumption.
Where the What is going on?
I'm going to go
Mother-
with two more here because you love that chicken from Popeye. Well, guess what? You love biscuits, you love gravy, but blend it into a chunky room temperature beverage with bacon foam on top. It's like drinking your regrets through a straw. And last but not least, let us get the healthiest bunch in here. Subway. Their summer sweat sub features pre-warmed lettuce, melted Gatorade vinaigrette, and chicken marinated in gym towel essence. It tastes like humidity, bad choices. Pairs well with their new electrolyte cookie. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's like I think I'm done eating fast food restaurants for the rest of my life. But you all enjoy because remember, they're doing all this for you.
Oh my God.
I told you, man, it's like, you go away a couple of weeks and this is what you get. I was absolutely flabbergasted to see that they would actually put some of this stuff on their menu.
Blizzard. I gotta look this up. Pickled blizzard. Jeez. What the heck? I can't. What?
Yes, it's there.
I thought you were using like AI to come up with like the worst combination of foods on the planet.
Oh no,
Oh
these
my
are actual.
gosh. I gotta see the Arby's shake. This is just gross.
I love it when I make him think, man. It's like, is he like, what? You're lying. No, sir.
Oh my gosh. This is just oh boy. We are in deep trouble. All right. So anyway.
That's incredible.
No, that's disgusting. All right. So thank you for sharing that. That was great. Oh my gosh. What did I miss? Oh, there was something else I wanted to bring. Food. Oh yeah. So you mentioned the Sonic sushi shake, because nothing says quality food like a sushi at Sonic. So apparently Aldi's and Trader Joe's are having a pissing contest, and apparently Trader Joe's can't get a hold of sushi proper for packaging. So apparently Aldi's has in stock sushi. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't go to a discount store to get sushi. Please go to your local sushi place and be a patron and get fish that's actually fresh, not frozen. Oh my gosh.
I have a person that I knew, and she would always, every year, she would bring in this tray of shrimp. Well, she had the tray for quite a while. And it's like, I thought I saw a couple of the tails waving.
Yeah, some people just, I don't understand. I don't make sushi at home.
I don't trust people with, oh yes, this is shrimp. No, what restaurant did you get that from? And let me see. And
IHOP.
I'm, it's like, but here again, thanks to these geniuses in the fast food restaurant, I am losing weight. And so, again, it's like, good, just keep making this wretched crap. It's like, again, I'll be down to my ideal weight by summer's end.
It's perfect. Hey, have you ever heard of Turo? Does that name sound familiar? Turo, Turo, Turo.
No.
Okay.
Is it a lawnmower?
No, that's a Toro with an O. T-O-O-R. But very good, very good. No, Turo is a service like Airbnb for cars, if that makes sense. So let's say you have a classic 63 Mercury, right? And you're like, okay, I could just have it sit in the driveway all day long, or I can Turo it and someone could rent the car, get full insurance on it, and they could drive around and feel real cool about it. Are you with me so far?
So far.
Okay. Because a lot of times you can't get a hold of these classic cars, and it'd be kind of cool to push the buttons and get all the AM radio stations you can listen to on it and just drive around and it looks pretty. Now, so this guy had his 2018 manual transmission Ford Mustang to the hilt. I mean, this was like a top of the line, had all the bells and whistles, took care of it, mint condition, and he Turoed it. And then got it back and drove it. And I got to get the clutch replaced. That's $1,500. And then 3-4 weeks later, he had to get the clutch replaced. And he's like, the hell's going on here? Turns out the guy who Turoed it needed a new transmission. So he took his transmission out, swapped it with his, and gave him back his broken ass transmission. And the way they figured it out, he goes, whoever last worked on your transmission forgot to put in this last retaining bolt back here. So the transmission's been on a tilt all this time. That's why you're burning through your clutch so quickly. And he goes, well, wait a minute. I got the Turo. Oh, so he reached out to Turo. Turo said, hey, dude, 24 hours. You got to let us know 24 hours, not 6 months later. So, yeah, he won't be Turoing out his classic car anymore.
Well, here's the thing, because most people that I know who collect classic cars, number one, they don't want a lot of mileage on them. That's the first thing.
True.
They have them restored for that very purpose, for special occasions and to be in parades.
Correct. But this is a 2018 Mustang, so this is just like, hey, I'm not making any money. I'll just rent it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, I wouldn't rent a 2018 Mustang. If I'm going to rent something, it's going to be a 1966 Mustang.
There you go, baby. That'd be a beautiful thing. So
muscle, man, muscle
car. That's right.
By the way, I tried ordering a QR code for the back of my van. Let me tell you what I did. So I did. I ordered a QR code. And I got it, and it's one of those peel off the protective cover, attach it to the surface, and then peel back the retainer sheet. Okay?
All right.
All righty. Perfect. So I got the QR code. I tested it with my phone. Took straight to the Slade and Mayson show. I was like, yes! And I go out to my car, and I go, crap. I have a dark blue van with black QR code.
So did you reorder the code?
No, I'll be ordering that again soon. So I'll be figuring out.
You'll be the guy that'll be going, what the hell is that? It looks like a fingerprint.
You guys squint at it. It's like, what the heck's he got? This is a peel off or something like that. But that's, so I'll be putting a QR code on my car eventually so that everybody can know that you can enjoy the Slade and Mayson show. And don't forget to tell your friends and neighbors that you actually listen to the Slade and Mayson show for reasons no one understands. So with that in mind, Freddie's telling us we're done.
Oh, man. Again, it's like it's good to be back. It was a quick show, though. Lots of funny. Hey, my stomach still hurts.
Oh, my God. Well, that's going to do it for us, boys and girls. We'll see you all next week. So, bye, Derek. Bye, Ted. Bye, Al. See you all next week. Miss us. Bye.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right. Say goodbye, Mr. Slade.
Hey, you got to say goodbye to a lot of people. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Slade. Goodbye, Banktel. Goodbye, anybody else who might be listening.
I don't think Banktel's listening.
Yeah, I bet he isn't. Or doesn't call me either.
You should stick a QR code on the back of their van. Oh, that would be great. Guerrilla advertising. I just thought of a really great. Since you don't know what the QR code says because you can't read it because you're not a computer, peel off the one they have and put on this one.
And you know what? They would drive around with that forever.
And they wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
Nope.
I love it. Things that make you go,
Oh,
All right.
Mr. Mason. Okay, yeah, you beat me up again.
All right.
You know, I can tell we're back.
So we're back, baby. We're back. We're back, baby. See y'all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Try and stay cool because it is going to be hellish hot this week. Hey, where's my ice latte?
And we're out.
Wow.
Ah.